What is the government's plan with the national monetization pipeline? Structuring the monetization transactions, providing a balanced risk profile of assets and an effective execution of the NMP will be a key challenge. The government Monday unveiled a 4-year national monetization pipeline worth an estimated rupees 6 lakh crore to unlock value in brownfield projects by engaging the private sector, transferring to them revenue rights and not ownerships in the project, and using the funds so generated for infrastructure creation across the country. The NNP has been announced to provide a clear framework for monetization and give potential investors a ready list of assets to generate investment interests. The government has stressed that these are brownfield assets which has been de-risked from execution risks and therefore should encourage private investment. Structuring the monetization transactions, providing a balanced risk profile of assets and effective execution of the NMP will be a key challenge. What is monetization? In a monetization transaction, the government is basically transferring a revenue rights to private parties for a specified transaction period in return for upfront money, revenue share basis, and commitment of investment in the assets. Real estate investment trusts and infrastructure investment trusts, for instance, are the key structures being used to monetize assets in the roads and power sector. These are also listed on stock exchanges, providing investors liquidity. Other monetization models on triple P public private partnership basis, including operate, maintain, transfer, toll, operate, transfer, operations, maintenance, and development, among others. OMT and TOT has been used in the highway sector while OMD is being deployed in case of airports. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaram said that the monetization will create further value for infrastructure creation in the country and explore innovative ways of private participation without transfer of government ownership. There is no land here. This entire NMP is talking about brownfield projects where investment have already been made, where there is completed asset which is either languishing or it is not fully monetized or is underutilized. So by bringing in private participation in this, you will be able to monetize it better and ensure further investment in infrastructure building, she said. What is the government's plan? Roads, railways, and power sector assets will comprise over 66% of the total estimated value of the assets to be monetized, while the remaining coming sectors, including telecom, mining, aviation, ports, natural gas, and petroleum products, pipelines, warehouses, and stadiums, in terms of annual phasing by value, 15% of the assets with an indicative value of rupees 0.88 lakh crore are envisaged to be rolled out in the current financial year. The NMP will run co-terminus with the National Infrastructure Pipeline of rupees 100 lakh crore announced in December 2019. The estimated amount to be raised through monetization is around 14% of the proposed outlay for center of rupees 43 lakh crore under NIP. What is the list of assets? Among the assets on the NMP list include 26,700 km of roads, railway stations, operations and tracks, 28,608 CKT/km worth of power transmission lines, 6 gigawatt of hydroelectric and solar power assets, 2,86,000 lakh kilometer of fiber assets and 14,917 towers in the telecom sector, 8154 kilometer of natural gas pipeline and 3930 kilometer of petroleum products pipeline. In the road sector, the government has already monetized 1400 kilometer of national highway worth 1700 crore. Another give assets has been monetized through a power grid investor raising 77,700 crore. Apart from roads and power projects, 15 railway stations, 25 airports, and the stake of central government in existing airports, and 160 coal mining projects, 31 projects in 9 major ports, 210 lakh metric ton of warehousing assets, 2 national stadium, and 2 regional centers are among those which will be up for monetization. Redevelopment of various government colonies and the hospitality assets, including ITDC hotels, is expected to generate 15,000 crore. What are the challenges? Among the key challenges that may affect the NMP roadmap include lack of indefinable revenue streams in various assets, level of capacity utilization in gas and petroleum pipeline networks, dispute resolution mechanism, regulated tariff in power sector assets, and low interest among investors in national highways below 4 lanes. Even as government has tried to address these challenges in the NMP framework, execution of the plan remains a key to its success. Structuring of monetization transaction is being seen as a key to its success. Slow pace of privatization in government companies including Air India and BPCL and less than encouraging bids in a recently launched Triple P initiative in trains indicate that attracting private investors' interest is not that easy. Monetization potential of toll road assets, though being a market tested asset class with established monetization models, is limited by the percentage of stretches having 4 lane and above configuration. The total length of national highway stretches with 4 lane and above it is estimated to be around 23% of the total NH network. As per the NMP framework, the government has tried to address this by plan to monetize assets that are 4 lane and above. The MNP framework notes that other key impediments to the monetization process are asset specific challenges like presence of identifiable revenue stream. This is specifically relevant to the railway sector, which has seen limited triple P success as a mode of project delivery. Konkan Railway, for instance, has multiple stakeholders including state government which owns stake in the entity. Creating an effective monetization transaction structure could be a bit challenge in this case. Thank you.